rookie fourth rounder out of LSU, Cade York, has this one teed up. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team from the 10. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by Dak Prescott, who burst onto the scene back in 2016 as the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year, and now in his 7th NFL campaign. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, Prescott. That'll be caught by Biletnikoff. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And some room to roam now. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
On 2nd down now. It's done. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Prescott now. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. From Biletnikoff from 6 yards away. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. Leading them out, the 3rd-year player from Oklahoma by way of Alabama, Jalen Hurts. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw, and that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. That'll go as a punt return of 53 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. That's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they miss-hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And Hill will opt for the touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They start the drive with Lynch, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll dump it off and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Steelers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Here we go, set!
They go up the middle with Lynch, and he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
Well, I think it's back to the drawing board, or should I say in today's game, the Surface tablet after this drive. 3 plays, they go backwards. They look like they've gotten something going right there, but they'll have to punt the football away to end this one.
Taking on the midfield logo. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He finds his tight end, Gentry. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Prescott. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to...
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Dak Prescott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers are able to add on to their first half lead. But it's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But This one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken from his own 47. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points. They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. A happy sight for a lot of these fans. We're jumping right over halftime and getting back into the action. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense set to go to begin the 3rd quarter. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the 2nd half.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback. see him shaking the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Hurts. And that will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Here comes the Bears punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. He'll take it at the 42. A solid stiff arm. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. On 1st and 10, Prescott. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Prescott off play action. Not wasting time, going right back to DK Metcalf. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Done. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Prescott on 3rd and goal. Throwing right, and that's complete. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Throwing is Hurts. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's fielded at the 45. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Got a man. It's Freddie Biletnikoff. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them,
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed watching their execution throughout this contest.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Shreds him with a stiff arm. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come back from this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Well, Prescott here to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, right? What feels good to you and what feels good to your team? You're down big. You really have like one possession left and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Thomas Davis picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle because it really stresses the safeties. And they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship there as they throw for a late touchdown.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you can.